There's been plenty going on with the black A35 this week. I finished the internal welding, so all the roll cage mounting brackets are all welded in there now, and all the floors are all welded inside. And what other bits was I waiting to do? I was waiting to do the sill repair, which that's all been done as well. And oh yeah, around this side it needed a new front nose section on the sill. That's all on there. And this area there, I just wire brushed it all down, thinned it off, and just painted it with a anti-rust primer. It's not going to go, I mean, it's lasted 60 odd years, so I'm sure it's going to last plenty long enough now. Now it's got some protection on it. So this is coming on quite nicely. I've welded the hole up in the roof where the aerial was, and looking to step forward a bit more with it, I've drilled all the holes and mounting points for the pedal box. So that was quite straightforward really. All I did was make a cardboard template out of a bit of cardboard, which was sort of a matter of pushing the studs through that bit of cardboard and putting the cardboard on there. The only important bit you have to make sure is that that's where the two rods for the cylinders go. Poke him in the eyes there, it looks like. That's got to be, column's got to go dead central between the two cylinders, because that's where the pedals come down. And yeah, so moving on, I can start to get the under bonnet area prepared. That's why I've done a little bit of work on the edges around there as well. And the front wings have all been repaired as well. I had them sandblasted, and I offered them up, fitted them on the car, put the repair sections on them. They need more work, but the bit that was damaged at the front's been fixed. This wing here has had quite a clump in its life. I don't know what more I can do with that. I'll get it better than it is, but I think you've got to know when to give it your best and when to call it a day. It's got a fair bit of a dent in there, but again, you know, it's had a life, the car, it's been used. So I'm pretty pleased where we are with it at the moment. I'm going to carry on. My plan is to get the car over on its side tomorrow to see if there's any other little bits of welding, that need doing on the underside of the car. And if it's not too bad, I'll then crack on with the seam sealing, which will make everything much nicer. And then it's getting on with getting some of the bodywork done, get the underbonnet all prepared, which is not that bad. I'm not going crazy on this one. And yeah, that'll all look nice. It's all going to be in black again. So providing I get it all clean and fresh to start with, I think it will come up lovely. And glad to be back on it and making a little bit of progress again now. So we'll view it again shortly when I've got a little bit more done. As promised, it's on its side, which was quite important to be able to do that, because I really wanted to see what other things I found under there, which wasn't too much. A little bit of a patch I need to put down there. But what I've done, I've just, because the floors are all welded inside the car to the sills and to the existing floors, but I've tack welded them to the each other again from the underside. Also, I put this section here, which is the front spring mounting point. I put a big plate in there, 1/4 inch plate on both of them, so that it spreads the load from there to there. It's not especially neat and beautiful, but it's going to do the job. And I did that, found another piece exactly the same and did that as well. So the next plan is, I've been scraping a little bit of it, but the thing is, you could be scraping this for the rest of your life. It's not that type of job. It's not going to be going that far. But the plan is I'll do the seam sealer on all the little gaps there, on the underside and on the inside, and then I will spray all the underside of the car in a proper stone chip like Raptor, which is a 2-pack product which goes really hard. So while I was under here as well, it gives you a chance to see the state of the wishbones, which I knew they were damaged. You can see that he's obviously clattered it into the curb a few times or something like that. They're both the same, they both had it. I mean, I was going to change them, but they really are badly mashed. We can see all the suspension joints have all had it as well. And we know that all the bushes in there, they've got to be changed anyway. That's part of it all. So, next step is, yeah, a little bit more grinding, a little bit more welding on the underneath, but not a massive amount. And then get the seam sealer on it, get the stone chip on the underside, get all the wheel arches painted in the back there as well on both sides, and then get it back on its wheels and start doing the body work on the other side. Got to take this out, drill the spot welds off of that and take that out, because when the exhaust goes on it, the silencer actually sits in this area here, so that will go and it will just be a flat plate there in its place. And you can see how I was doing with the telescopic shock absorber conversion, which only got so far because when I put the lowered springs on it, I then got to recalculate again. But as it is at the moment, it's all looking pretty good. And there you can just see the original colour of the car, the blue. And throughout its colour changes of its lifetime, that petrol tank had never been taken out before. But step by step, getting closer, and I'll feel a lot better when I've seam sealed it and got the underside in the stone chip done, and then I can start doing the body work on the outside. This wheel arch, I'm gonna take a bit more of that off there, so it's about this thickness all the way. Just gives a tiny bit extra clearance. I'm just going to grind that back. But that's the next bit, and yeah, there it is on its side in all its glory. Got a big step forward with the A35 now. All the welding has been done on the car, inside and outside, and I've done all the seam sealing, and I've stone chipped all the bottom of the car, not the front section, because I'm probably going to paint that black, and I've got to spend a little bit more time on the underbonnet area. But as for the rest of it, all the new floors and panels and stuff, they're all sealed off nicely. The floors are all in, nice and solid. And yeah, I think I painted inside the wheel arch as well on this side of the car, ground it up a bit and wire brushed it all up. And that bit that was blue, I gave that a quick blow over as well. So all this area has all been painted in the black stone chip. So that's it, that's the underside, all finished and done. And what I need to do now, put it on its feet, and I guess I'm thinking probably do the underbonnet area first of all, get all that prepared and ready for painting, get that painted black, then do the body work on the outside of the car. I will probably take the axle and suspension off of it before I do any more painting. I'll put it on a trolley to push it around on. That'll make life easier. And yeah, it's good. So it's taken a little while, but I've had quite a lot of other things to do, and now we're coming into a busy part of the race season as well. So I'm pleased to have got that far with it, and it seemed like a never-ending task doing all the welding, but we're there. It's good, it's nice and strong, and now got to make it look nice on the outside. So that's it for this week on the car. We'll get it on its feet and then we'll start afresh on it next week.